In mid-May, Hyundai Rotem demonstrated the mobility and firing capabilities of the South Korean K2 Black Panther tank at the Romanian training center Smardon. Romania is purchasing a battalion of Abrams tanks. However, the Romanian army demands 6 tank battalions, that is, 324 tanks, and is considering purchasing South Korean K2 tanks in addition to more Abrams tanks. Last year, the Romanian Ministry of Defense initiated procedures to purchase 54 M1A2 SEPv3 Abrams tanks and 12 accompanying tracked vehicles, M1A2 Hercules, M11110 Joint Assault Bridges, and M11150 Assault Breacher Vehicle. However, Romania will not stop at purchasing a single tank battalion. The goal is to acquire 6 battalions, that is, 324 tanks, which will replace the aging TR-85 and T-55 from the Soviet era. The Romanian land forces currently have 202 tanks in frontline units, including Romanian-built tanks, which includes 44 TR-580, 104 TR-85, and 54 TR-85 M1 Bison. In all cases, these are locally manufactured and modernized Soviet T-55AM and T-55 AM2. Together with stored tanks, their total number exceeds 300. Not all new tanks have to be Abrams. Romania can follow Poland's example and combine the purchase of American Abrams tanks and South Korean K2 tanks. Having 2 types of tanks, of course, greatly complicates logistics, training of tank crews, and support personnel. If we set aside the influence of the arms lobby, the acquisition of 2 types can be justified as follows. Faster deliveries, which was one of the main considerations in Poland's case. Furthermore, diversifying main battle equipment from multiple suppliers reduces the risk if one country changes its foreign policy. Another factor is the extent of industrial cooperation. In this respect, Americans are very reluctant, or at least not very proactive. In contrast, Koreans offer extensive cooperation with the local defense industry, including technology transfer to local factories, producing components, and to the Romanian side. Currently, the only European operator of K2 tanks is Poland. The Korean side has already delivered 46 out of 180 tanks to Poland. Additionally, in March this year, Warsaw ordered another 180 K2 tanks. Seoul also offers Warsaw extensive industrial cooperation, including developing an improved K2PL and the complete transfer of production to Poland. The K2 itself is very specific. It is much lighter and more mobile than the Abrams, but has weaker armor, especially on the sides of the turret and hull. South Korea developed the K2 for combat in the specific terrain of the Korean peninsula. The K2 was designed to fight in mountainous valleys and face numerous but not very modern mechanized units of North Korea head-on. South Korean infantry fighting at the bases and slopes of hills was intended to prevent enemy flanking fire. This trick kept the combat weight of the K2 relatively low, only 56 tons, which is practically 10 tons less than the M1A2 SEPv3 Abrams. Therefore, combined with a modern diesel engine, the K2 is extremely mobile, with relatively low fuel consumption. On the other hand, this does not mean that the K2 cannot fight on the European battlefield. Of course, it can. Its firepower, sensors, communication, workspace ergonomics, and other systems are top-notch. Additionally, the Abrams have their own specificities that are not easily transferable to other countries. The Abrams was adapted in the 80s and 90s for the air-land battle concept. The Abrams were intended to clash with Russian tank units under the protection of powerful American air support, including Army aviation with Apache helicopters and A-10. This does not fully apply in Ukraine, as confirmed by a recent CNN report. Its conclusion is simple. Even the most modern tanks without proper support, especially air support, are easy targets on the modern battlefield due to ubiquitous drones. Now, do you think Romania is buying outdated design tank as its future tank fleet? Let us know in the comments. We discuss such interesting topics every day. Please like, share, and subscribe for more such stories in the future.